Welcome to Cybertopia. Gonna jump in straight away with a content warning on this one. This is the finale episode. Things get a bit heavy, especially towards the end. There may be some scenes that involve the targeting of innocents and civilians. Players are all aware of this, but there won't be any targeting of civilians by the players themselves. So just something to be aware of as we get close to the end. Okay, this is part 1 of the House of Cards finale mission.
Hi, I'm Aidan.
Hi, I'm Vickey.
Hello, I'm Rev.
Hey, I'm Pat.
As per usual, the 4 of you all wake up in your cryopods. And your doors open, and you lift up and see a hollow screen come down before you. And you remember this face. This is the face of the military-looking person that addressed/chastised you on the start of the last mission that you were all on. You are a new group. Some of you have played together before, some of you have not. And this is the first time in this particular makeup of a team that you've all been together. The military leader man addresses you. Well, hello, team. I guess you've all earned the privilege to be addressed directly by me by now, so, at least we got rid of that blathering idiot George, so there's no one else to talk to you anymore. In any case, we've got a top priority mission set for you off the back of the intelligence gathered from your previous work. Long story short, we've discovered that the leaders of 3 of the big terrorist groups that cause us trouble are going to be meeting up, and this is both troubling and presents us a great opportunity. It's troubling because historically we've been able to create enough discord that these groups won't work together. So we've got to stop this. And how we're going to do that is that you lot are going to go in disguise to some of them and sabotage the meeting. Now, we want to make sure this all goes to plan, so you are just one of 4 teams heading out for this, and you lot are actually going to be leading the way, going in first to clear any external guards and to place a signal jammer on the roof of the building that this meeting is occurring in. We've got some especially designed tech that's working off some unusual experiences that we've had with mind-altering substances of some sort. There was some experiences in a tower block or something recently. We've adapted some of this technology to create a system that will allow us to communicate but prevent the communication from terrorists that we're wanting to block. So we're going to send you in on the ground. You need to go around and make sure there's no more guards left outside, clear the roof, get the jammer in place, and secure the area until the airdropped troops can come in and take out the high-profile targets. I'm gonna leave you in the hands of Alpha India, who we're bringing back to help you get armed up and ready to go. I'll leave the details and all that for that. If you have any questions, I'm not here to answer them, so good luck, and we'll see you on the other side. And with that, he blips away, and a small spherical drone drops out of a hole in the ceiling. Hey, guys! Let's get you set up! We're gonna kick some butt today!
Oh, great. You're still here. Nox is putting on their wig, as always. The back of the head is a hollow cybernetic connector. As the wig attaches, it starts to glow green today, I think.
Nice.
And starts slowly hovering around their face. Nox is a tall, slender, dark-skinned, male-bodied person. They are pulling on some very tight leather trousers and a white vest, and over the vest is just a huge pink jacket with this massive feathery ruff around the edges.
Nice. The traditional look. And you're joined by a little companion this time as well, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. They look around, reach under the back of their pod and tap a little button, and the cube that was under the pod sprouts 8 legs, also a cybernetic dog tail and a dog head. So it's just an 8-legged dog. Couldn't make it work without having to keep the extra 4 legs, fortunately. But yeah, it comes out. It looks somewhere like a cross between a spider, a dog, and a raccoon. Let's become these little like grabby hands as well.
And it's also a robot, so...
Yeah, it's also,
Yep.
I should point out also, it's a robot. I don't have a weird mutant raccoon dog.
Although, that's a possibility in future, maybe.
Oh no.
Cool.
Subject 5 is still looking very confused at the beginning screen. They heard the words of replace George, and they're just kind of like, well, who is this person and what the hell's going on? There was a lot of words that was going on. So yeah, they're just going to scratch their head and just look very confused, I think.
Yeah, they're a rather bemused lizard-type mutated person.
Very thick, thin figure, very genderless. Sort of like an off-green, sickly green colour to the skin.
A little bit scaly.
A little bit of scale on one side where it's been shorn, and then there's like a little bit of a comb over in a sort of very bright orange hair.
Nice.
And then just a jumble of clothes. No actual thoughts gone into what they're wearing, so it's just kind of a mishmash of various textures and colours, and just anything that you can think is a very clash of colours, they're wearing it.
Nice. And remind me, they're a lizard person. Do they have a lizard tail?
I hadn't got that far. No tail.
Okay, no tail. But like lizard limbs, lizardy skin.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll go
Mostly
for that.
lizard.
So Cian basically looks like a wiry man in a shiny suit with a weird white blob on his head.
What is the white blob?
That's the hat that's part of new experimental anarchy camo bodysuit.
Cool, okay.
He basically will demonstrate, and it flickers into like a Hollywood Wild West outfit.
Nice.
But like the face occasionally just flickers.
Okay, cool. Nice.
And his figure's got really mad eyes when it's on.
Okay.
To make sure no one can mistake them for anything other than an anarchist.
Nice. All right.
Julie is just an average height guy, but he's dressed in pretty worn out leather jacket. He has wild, almost crusty hair. You know, if you saw him on the street, you wouldn't expect him to be an employee. You know, he looks just like an elder punk at a dive bar down the street. He looks a little bit disgruntled when it's mentioned that George is gone. Like, he has a little wistful look on his face, and then as he gears up, he just walks up to the drone and says, standard loadout tactical coloring. And he takes off his jacket, and underneath he has some rails protruding out of his skin down his back and along his arms, and from the ceiling comes down almost like a Doc Ock kind of situation where there's a metal pack with some tentacles coming out of it, and that gets bolted onto him along with a small metal backpack, and he takes off his glasses, which are then replaced by what appears to be an identical pair of glasses from the sunglasses from the ceiling.
Nice. Cool. All right, so the idea here is that you're going to go in, you're going to clear out any external guards and clean the roof of any obstacles and make sure that the path is clear for the aerial team to airdrop in. So not a huge amount of planning or prep required. You're going to be kind of inserted and hit the ground running. But if there's any questions or anything anyone wants to ask before you head in, now would be the time.
Do we have any idea what the guards look like in this area?
The area is a largely abandoned district, and the meeting place is supposed to be an abandoned warehouse in the industrial sector that has been largely abandoned for years now. There shouldn't really be anybody in the area, so assume that anybody you come across will be a potential hostile. Of course, we need to maintain quiet in the area so we don't alert the meeting to your presence. So when you're taking out these guards, please do so quietly and don't make a big commotion in the process.
So is this a tactical situation or a detainment situation? To eliminate the subjects or to bring them in for arrest?
The aim of this operation is to cause as much damage for the target organizations as possible. So we don't want to be bringing in any captives in this instance. As many people as possible, try to keep them in the vicinity of the building.
I understand. We need to minimize the waste of company resources in providing unnecessary detainments.
The priority is that this doesn't reflect on Amazing Corp, but is rather reflected on the internal strife between these groups. So you need to present yourselves as members of one of these groups. I can give you some descriptions of those groups in question.
I have it covered. You said it's a building site. And the bodysuit morphs into like a slightly suspect builder's outfit.
Wait, why slightly suspect? What's that mean?
What's the suspect?
Do you look like a stripper?
Wow.
Put it this way, people might think that.
Oh.
I see.
Okay.
It's AI designed, so they're not necessarily good at distinguishing between entertainment builders and real builders.
So you're like half Magic Mike, half legit.
This is the ChatGPT version. The three groups are called the Underground, the Anti-Corp Movement, and the Free Earthers. Here is a brief description so you know what you're getting into and what you may be encountering once you get there, but also how you may want to conduct yourselves if you're going to pretend to be one of these. The Underground is the most militant group, has a tendency to target our critical infrastructure, and mid to high-ranking personnel using merciless guerrilla tactics. They are highly aggressive and the best armed faction. They pose great physical threat to Amazing Corp. However, their strategy has caused significant collateral damage to some more neutral parts of society, and thus they garner little sympathy amongst the general populace. The Anti-Corp movement is a more politically motivated faction. The ACM makes use of peaceful protests, boycotts, and diplomatic pressure to manipulate sections of society to harm the economic interests and reputations of all the corporations controlling the world, really. Their motto is something righteous about exposing corruption or something similarly inane. On the surface, they are purely non-violent. However, they are suspected of a handful of high-profile kidnappings and potentially even murder over the years, though there is only vague circumstantial evidence to suggest this. And finally, the Free Earthers are more like a cult than a faction as such. The Free Earthers consist of a loose set of like-minded anarchistic mobs who look up to a handful of high-profile and fiercely libertarian influences for orders. They organize via social media, and their foot soldiers can gather suddenly in large groups, overwhelming targets and anything ranging from sieges to riots. Their arms are rudimentary though, handguns, knives, IEDs, that sort of thing, but they are cheap, numerous, and easily obtained with their gatherings, turning violent without fail, although the damage does tend to be limited and superficial. We can probably just get going with it, and we'll say you're all in your disguises, whichever ones you choose, and you can hit the ground. What we'll say is that you start off 3 or 4 blocks away from the warehouse in question. It is a largely abandoned industrial district. There's lots of other warehouses and dusty old roads that have some burnt-out cars on them, but there's no people wandering around or anything really. There's some alleyways and, empty streets around. You know exactly where the building is that you are supposed to be targeting, but so far you're not seeing any activity.
Just remember, if you don't like your disguise, you can always wear something you steal from the people we kill.
This is true.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm just going to nod.
In transit, Julie is going to modify the tech they're wearing, or attempt to, with kludging and mad science to swap some of the parts around so that it looks like, like street janky, like it's not fresh off the shelf, essentially.
Okay. Yeah, let's have a roll for it if you're doing some kludging and mad science.
Let's hope. Oh. It's pretty good then. Let's see, that is +3 and a +1, so that is a 23 total.
Blimey. Okay. Yeah, so you do a really good job of making your gear look janky. I think it will still perform completely normally, but what we'll say is you've rolled a 23, which gives you a +3. This will be like a preparation roll, basically. You'll have a +3 temporary bonus to anything that would be involving like a disguise, I guess.
Yeah, trying to convince people that it's like something I pieced together myself. Yeah.
The first time you use that, you'll just get the +3, but if you roll under a 10 on the dice, the bonus will disappear. But that bonus will keep on applying as long as you keep on rolling above a 10 on the dice when you incur that.
Okay, awesome.
Okay. So you get quite unceremoniously dumped out of the side of an Amazing Corp van a few blocks away from the target destination, and the van just drives off, and you are sent on your way. You don't exactly know how many guards to expect in the area. It could be people are coming and going from the building, but you would definitely expect there'd be some people outside. Maybe there's some people on the rooftops. So you'll want to be scouting around, keeping an eye out, and making yourselves as inconspicuous as possible.
Is there like a building site nearby?
There's not any construction going on. Like, it is an abandoned district, more or less. So there's no active building sites. If what you're wanting is to get high,
yes,
there's probably some warehouses that have chimneys on, so you could potentially scale a chimney.
That sounds like a perfect recipe for something to go wrong.
Well, I mean, we've got Subject 5 is a particularly skilled climber.
Apparently, yes.
And Cyan has outdoormanship skills, which could come in handy in this regard.
Yep, Nox has got the Spider 6 shooter and the Cybernetic speed booster, so they can get up higher as well if they need to.
Yeah, I'm sure Julie's tentacles will also come in handy in this sort of activity too. So if you all want to climb up a chimney to get a good view,
Yeah.
you could give that a shot.
Why not?
Yes, and I also, through my rolling, I got that athletics
Oh
bonus
yeah, you've
as
got
well.
that. Yeah. So yeah, if each of you can do a climbing roll with whatever bonuses you want to try and include in that.
Okay, that's a 19.
Nice.
14.
Okay.
Do I get Hunter as a bonus?
No, I don't think this is hunting.
Then I just get a lovely 10.
Okay. And Rev?
Let's see, it's 12 plus 4 is a 16.
Okay. So yeah, you will find a nearby warehouse that has a tall chimney that would give you a good vantage point over the area. And Julie and Nox and Subject 5 all climb up fairly easily. Cyan has a bit more trouble. Maybe some of you give him a bit of a hand or a tentacle to help pick him up. And eventually you will get a decent way up this chimney to have a good look around. And you can very clearly make out from what you were shown on the holo map back at HQ exactly where the target building is. If you want to do any more specific sighting or looking out or whatever, scouting ahead from here, you're going to have to do a relevant roll of that kind to do so.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to look around a bit. Hey, can anybody get any eyes on any troops around, maybe?
Yeah, it's guards and traps we're really looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like who's got, like, sniper ability, that kind of thing?
Yeah, that's a Cyan specialty, right?
Yeah. Although I swapped out some of my special stuff.
Oh no.
My dice doesn't like me, but it's okay. I still got +3 from Hunter, +1 from Outdoor Ship, and adding my drone camera as well.
Cool.
That gives me an analysis 12.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So you can't see much. It's difficult from the angle you're at to see, like, between the buildings, some of which are quite tall, but you can occasionally see, like, a head or two just pop out and disappear behind a corner somewhere. And with your analysis skill, you're able to kind of get a rough mind map of where people are going, if they have patrol routes. Let's say you spot 3 different people. You can't tell if there's groups with them with that role, but there's definitely at least 3 individuals patrolling the area. And you're not able to spot anything specific defense-wise on the rooftops or anything like that, but you can see 3 people on the ground that are walking around.
So while he's looking, I tap the side of my sunglasses and go Incredimetavision activate. And then little glimmers of green text flash across the lenses, and I rolled a total of a 4. So
Oh, jeez.
Julie mumbles to himself, I should have got the clear lens model.
That's not a nat 1, is it?
No. It was a 3 plus 1, so
Oh,
4
no.
total.
It's alright, get them out of the way early.
Well, I'm still looking around intently through sunglasses, seeing nothing.
Maybe it's just too sunny. So, yeah, Nox, there's your rundown of the situation.
Okay, so what are we thinking, guys? There's not a lot of them. We could take them out, or we could just try and avoid them.
Well, we're in disguise. Why don't we try walking through and getting behind their line and seeing if there's more guards inside?
And if we find a stash of food, I bought my freedom sauce, which will help them remember where true freedom lies.
It's not stairs. Like, what is that, like hot sauce?
I can help you with that pitch, believe it or not. I'm actually not a terrible poet.
Alright, but you know what? You got a good point. We should just try and see how far we can get with these disguises.
Yeah, I mean, we wore the disguises, and I did ugly, ugly things to my beautiful, beautiful body.
Nox is taking the back at someone more narcissistic than him.
Hey, amazing core added to my body, and it's beautiful. I love it. These arms are my friends, and I did bad things to them. I feel bad.
Well, okay. Let's... You know what? That's smart. Let's see how far we can get just walking in. And I'm sorry you had to dress like this. We'll get you a nice shirt when we get out of here. Something in red.
Okay, so I'm not going to make you roll to climb down. I'm just going to say you can get back down from the chimney if you wish. The question, I guess, then is, are you wanting to just go along the ground through the alleyways just straight towards the warehouse?
Sure, we're in the sky.
He had a good point. We're in the skies. Let's just see if we can. What's the other way, right?
What is the worst could happen?
Okay.
Let's see how far it'll take us.
Is there any way to get any information about, I don't know, secret handshakes, secret code words, that kind of stuff, just so we're not super flat-footed?
We should have asked.
You could connect to the internet and try and research any of this sort of stuff.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm running that search in my head as we're going along.
I mean, the Free Earthers are basically a social media mob, so you could almost certainly get something from them. So, yeah.
I'm going to fully how do you do fellow kids this situation. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so if Nox wants to do a role for researching online, then they can go ahead and do that.
I don't think anything I have really helps me here apart from just net. So, let's go.
Go for it.
I might be able to lend you my weird fan base.
For real?
You do actually have a peculiar fan base as an...
if his fan base can get me in, then sure.
Yeah.
It's a collab.
Yeah, go for it. So, yeah, if Sayan does a assist roll with the peculiar fan base.
Alright. Well, I got an 11, so...
21.
Oh, damn.
Wait,
Wow.
is that a nat 20?
No.
Oh, okay.
I added the camera because clearly he's doing a piece to cameras.
Yes. Harness the K-pop stands.
Okay, and...
Hey, listen, who knows what weird mutated animals are around here because these rebels have spilled contained chemicals.
I'm just staring at subject and be like, well, I mean, right?
Just looking blank back, just not knowing what is going on.
So, Pan, did you say you rolled an 11?
Yeah, I got 11.
Okay, so with the +3 from Sayan, that's a 14 total. Yeah, you're able to pick up some basic, I don't know, like gang sign kind of things of like,
Excellent.
this is how the Free Earthers like identify and whatnot.
We've got some cool handshake. I know some hip, should I say, slack lingo. I got this.
Okay, so yeah, you can all kind of rock up in the direction of the warehouse and know how to approach someone as if you were a Free Earther. So you get closer and say, maybe like a block away from the warehouse, you do come face to face with one of these people that was wandering around, and it is just a person wandering around on their own. They are very clearly tooled up. They've got maybe like a submachine gun hanging off their hip and a metal pole like strapped to their back or something. And they see you approaching and just like stick out their head. No, stop! You're not allowed in this area. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here, buddy? Are you here on your own?
Wait, what? No, I'm...
We're supposed to be out here in groups. Why are you on your own? Where's your partners?
What? No!
Your partner?
No, what? No. Don't...
What do you mean? No. Hey, you know what? Hey, I'm going to get out a notepad. What's your name?
Oh, no, what? Hey, oh...
Yeah, Miss your badge. Come on.
Shit. They didn't...
Look, man, we're out here doing real work, serious work, to make big changes. You can't be taking the mickey like this.
Why are you walking around in a big group? What's going on? This is wrong.
Big group. This is my cell. And, listen.
Right.
Why are you walking around without a partner?
It's for your own safety, if nothing else, right? You need someone watching your back?
What idiot gave you this security protocol? You should always at least be in twos. If something happens to you, who's going to alert the others?
Real amateur hour here, guys.
Oh, jeez. Okay, let's have a roll for... I don't know, intimidation or... Yeah, something like that, along those lines.
Alright.
Whoever's wanting to lead the role can be assisted by others who are helping on it.
Can I assist by holding my...
Assist by looking official.
Trying to look official, just nodding along every time someone says something.
Well, Sayan opened up, so let's try to assist Sayan then.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's have the assist rolls first, and then we'll have Sayan roll the final roll.
I shouldn't have said anything.
What did you roll?
It's a 1.
It's a 1! 1 on the assist. Okay, so the 7 will have no effect, unfortunately. The 1 will have a -1 effect on the assist, and also give you a trauma. Probably something along the lines of, you're bad at looking official or something like that.
Tracks.
Yeah, something along those lines, yeah.
Not look official.
Yeah, unofficialness. And Rev, did you say you got a nat 20?
Yes, I did. I got a nat 20, and that's just a 21 total.
Damn, man.
Because
All
I'm
right.
Smiling Sam social support system.
That gives the assist a +3, and it will give Julie a learning towards, I don't know, looking official or backing up or something like that. Yes.
Okay, I mean, it's literally called a social support system, so I'll phrase that as a social support skill.
Oh, that's social engineering.
Yeah, there we go.
Perfect. And yeah, whilst Julie is maybe doing that thing that animals do where they kind of puff themselves up to look big and intimidating, they're doing something along those lines, like maybe spreading their tentacles out a little bit, whereas Subject 5 tries to do the same thing but just like ends up just falling over or just like drooling on themselves or something.
I'd be falling over, definitely. Trips over their own feet.
Okay, but this gives a total +2 assist to Cyan leading the talk.
Okay, so Cyan is going to say, like, just puff down, man. Have a drink, calm down, we're one of you. And then he's going to combine the freedom source and stare down. Oh, and the camo suit
Okay.
is definitely helping.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's anarchy, looks the part. Go for it.
So 12 from mine,
Okay.
and I think it was +2 from the...
Yeah, +2 from the assist. Okay. I think because there's so many of you and this guy's totally taken off guard here. Yeah, he's just like, you've got a good point. I tell you what, I'll just pop back to back to the boss and just like check on the current status or something. You guys are alright to just guard this area for me while I'm just gonna, yeah?
Sure.
Oh.
What was your name again?
Don't you worry about that. It's fine. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I'll catch up with you in later. Bye. And he just like starts running back towards the warehouse, and yeah, you can't immediately see any other personnel around. The other people were clearly walking in different directions elsewhere.
Let's just keep going, guys.
Yeah, I mean, we're not actually here to guard this guy's spot. Let's move.
Since he doesn't seem to have like any kind of radio or anything, like I have the athletics and the tentacles, I'm gonna try to like horror movie chase him down.
So you managed to trick him anyway, but you're gonna chase him down.
Yeah.
So we turn to leave and you just like barrel at this guy.
Yeah, go for it, Rev. Let's have that roll.
Well, let's see. Let's 15 plus 2 for tentacles
Okay.
and 2 for athletics, which is 19.
Okay. Yeah, this guy's not the quickest or strongest of gents, so yeah, you quickly manage to pounce on him and just pin him to the ground. He just starts squirming out. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, I'm good at my job. I can be a security guard, I swear. What are you doing? Why are you doing this?
It's for your own good. And then, I mean, I got him pinned down, so Julie's just gonna hit him with a tentacle until he's unconscious. Kind of just coldly.
And it's the kindest way.
Horribly, yeah.
And nobody saw this happen. The guy is knocked out, so you could hide the body or something.
Yeah, but he's going to wake up and tell somebody now. We got to take him out.
I'm just gonna tie him up, but, I mean, I won't stop anybody from doing something else.
Cyan basically doses him up on freedom source, so when he wakes up, he remembers where his true loyalties lie.
I like that.
Yeah, if we can get him on our side, that's cool.
Let's go with that.
Okay.
You're feeding him a company product so that he'll become a better person. I can see no problem with this.
I'm going to roll different dice and hope it rolls something other than a 9.
Okay.
No,
Oh no.
it's a 9 again.
On the dice.
Yes.
So with
hold
the
on.
2 from Freedom Source, that's an 11 then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You feed him a whole bunch of Freedom Source. He's unconscious, so you can't really tell how strong the effect is going to be on him when he wakes up. But yeah, you can hope that this will do the job. And I mean, if you're quick enough at whatever you're needing to do, it'll be too late for them to do anything about it anyway. Welcome to the mid-roll. We're going to use this space to tell you a bit about ourselves and also to celebrate some of our awesome friends. Firstly, maybe it'd be a good idea to tell you a bit about this game and where you can find it. Cybertopia is a rules-light sci-fi game created by myself, Ben Newbon, and the base rulebook can be bought pay what you want over at my itch page. You can find me mostly on Twitter, just by my name, Ben Newbon, and I also have some trailers and whatnot up on YouTube, also under my name. And here's some info about the players from this episode.
Hello, Vickey here. I'm a mental health professional looking at ways that roleplayers and TTRPGs can assist with managing mental health issues. You can find me on the interwebs under the guise of the Counselling DM.
Hello, I'm Aidan, and I write comedy one-shots, which you can find at pix-at-flies.itch.io.
Hi, I'm Rev. I write games for Dot Punks. I made Motif, which is a flexible dice system you can use for oracles or games.
Hello, I'm Pan. You can catch most of what I do on Twitter at @StellarOnCore. I do podcasting, I do streaming, I do the games things.
Here at Cybertopia, we have a hugely varied cast of multi-talented individuals who are involved in many other things in the TTRPG space. Vickey, from this episode, has recently started up a new show where they talk about actual plays from all sorts of groups and systems, with reviews, analysis, and guest chats. Give it a listen and you might even hear another familiar voice on there soon.
Welcome to College of Whispers, the actual play book club. I'm Marty.
I'm Vickey.
College of Whispers is our new monthly show where we discuss TTRPG actual play podcasts and streams and present them to you in a spoiler-light format to recommend you new shows. There's an ocean's worth of options out there, and we want to present all sorts to our listeners.
We cover everything from big productions like Dimension 20 to the small up-and-coming shows you may not know of. We also offer insight into the world of actual play and try to find out what works and what doesn't.
With a myriad of shows, special guest appearances, and extra entertaining segments, we hope you'll consider our show for your actual play recommendations.
Find College of Whispers wherever you get your podcasts. May your backlog grow ever shorter. Are we sure about that tagline?
I don't know.
For the finale, we're doing something a little bit different. Since the four groups are all doing things that chronologically overlap, we're going to be jumping around a bit between them. So for the second half of this episode, we'll be switching to this group of wonderful people. But I'll give you their spiels next episode.
Hi, I'm Jen.
Hi, I'm Keith.
Hello, I'm Mark.
Hi, I'm Jeph.
Long story short, you are just one of 4 teams heading out for this. Your role is pivotal in making sure the other groups aren't interrupted in their tasks. We understand each of these 3 leaders will be bringing along a sizable entourage to the building in question, and we need you to infiltrate them. Make sure they all gather inside and stay in the same location for the duration, and that no one is alerted to other disturbances or otherwise alerts the leaders. Basically, distract and occupy, which I am led to believe is pretty much what you lot are good at anyway. Hi team! Good to see you again! Let's see how we're gonna get this job done this time. The leaders will be gathering in the top floor of a warehouse we have identified in the lesser populated, mostly abandoned industrial district. Our intelligence suggests that the entourages will stay in the bottom floor of this building whilst this meeting takes place. There may be some guards outside and potentially patrols out in the streets. So that's all the overarching information that you require. Does anybody have any ideas or thoughts about which group you would like to disguise yourselves as?
I'm playing Cookie, who is a sleazeball, a total piece of shit, and a talent-stroke used car salesman of an agent, whose specialty is in social engineering and all this stealthy getting to places where he shouldn't be and grabbing information off of people.
In fairness, he hasn't killed anyone or caused anyone irreparable harm yet, so...
He has been responsible for one person's career being utterly derailed, though.
Yeah, maybe. We saw that person. He was okay.
He landed fine. It was fine. Yeah. Nothing bad. Nothing bad happened. Nothing bad happened.
I'm playing Maurice, a former diner worker trapped in a diner-specific cyborg body who has turned to Amazing Core work because, well, full robots took their job, and this is the best gig going. They are specialists in empathy and persuasion.
Perfect for this mission.
Yeah, and after their last mission, they're a little bit more decisive than they used to be.
Well, I'll be playing Sir Igram, the cyborg gentleman. Basically, a cyborg with a glorious beard, a glorious mustache, a top hat, a very fancy monocle, built-in portable tea dispenser. Very important. And is basically geared towards negotiation, investigation, and fisticuffing.
Yeah, if all else fails, go for the fists.
Yes.
Hey, I'm playing Tim's, a center of attention showboating, should be running a minor television show, like one of those Is It Cake kind of shows. Or more noticeably, probably like the third sexiest person in the yogurt ad. But yeah, I'm here to chat it up.
Those sexy yogurt ads.
Damn sexy yogurt.
Oh, what is this party? Oh no.
I'm just picturing now Tim's wandering in and just starting a game show with all of the people in that ground floor.
Honestly, turning up as like a contingency from ACM there to promote synergy, team building, and ice breaking between the three groups might be ideal for us. We could turn up with a nice, fun, quiz for everyone to join.
They're the corporate team building crew.
Yeah, we have the games, we have the tea, we have everything.
Yeah, we got name tags for everyone. We've got an open bar, an open tea bar as well. I kind of like this plan. HR representatives, the ultimate terrorist pizza party.
I hate it. Let's do it.
I absolutely love the idea.
Let's go for it. Yes.
Okay, so if anybody has any other questions, go ahead. Otherwise, we have quite a timeline on this one, so we'll get you shipped out nearby. You can walk in, disguised as the ACM from a few blocks away, pretend that you are an additional group that is joining the entourage.
Mm-hmm. Any signifiers that they have, the ACM? Do they have, like, patches? Do they wear something? How do they recognize each other?
Clipboards, I believe, right?
Clipboards? Yeah, there'll be someone at the door ticking off names.
Sternly worded petitions.
Yeah, the ACM are probably a little bit better dressed than the other two groups. The Free Earthers are somewhat ragtag, and the Underground are a bit more militant.
Oh, we'll fit right in then.
The ACM are, a bit more upstanding.
I think dress code-wise will be fine.
I'll switch out of my stealth tuxedo from last time, slide into a nice digital onesie pajamas.
The business casual tux.
Wait, what?
Yeah, change the pattern from a nice wellies yellow to a standard ACM goon.
Nice.
And then put some mint mace door sealant spray in my belt. All right, gents, are we ready?
Okay, team, it looks like we're out of time, so let's get you shipped out, and let's hope you all survive. See ya! So, you get dropped off in an Amazing Corp unmarked van a couple of blocks away from the location. It's the industrial district of the city, and the industrial district has been abandoned for maybe a decade or two. Like, this region is just not of any use anymore because robots and automation just do everything. So you don't need factories and warehouses and shit. So the area is pretty much empty. There's old plastic bags just rolling across the street like tumbleweed. There's no people around. You can't hear voices or see anybody or anything. The van rolls off into the distance and it's pretty quiet. You know the exact location that you're going to. The warehouse that you've been told is the location of this meeting. So you can make a beeline straight for it if you want.
It was pretty quiet until the banging, clanging, and light cursing of Maurice attempting to unload a fully stocked bar cart from a van. We really should have requested something with a tail lift.
You'll be fine. Allow me to help.
These customer service bots are built for this.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Our union was terrible. There are lifter bots for this exact thing. Do you think this spatula waffle iron hand is built for this kind of load?
Yes, but loader bots are expensive.
Yes, no, quite.
And we don't have that kind of green, I'm afraid.
No. Well,
it was somewhat of a rush mission prep, so yeah.
It's lucky we managed to source an entirely fully stocked bar cart in such a short time. Just had one lying around.
There's actually a surprisingly large number of them in Amazing Core, just on hand.
Yeah, they produced them and then they just didn't sell.
I think the catering is just that good in Amazing Core.
Cookie's just sitting in the passenger seat going, yeah, we didn't have any money spared, just counting the money he's got for the prize.
The non-union kept giving up healthcare benefits for better and better catering.
Amazing Core stocked up on all of this stuff for Beer Fridays in the office, and then nobody works in offices anymore, so...
I like that.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so are you heading in?
I mean, we have to be inside, right? There's a lot of you scoping out the area.
Okay.
I say we just stroll on in.
Start heading there.
Yeah, like we own the place.
No time like the present. Let's go.
As Tim's walks forward, the pattern clicking of his shoes kind of helps everyone fall in the step behind him. As he comes up the stairs with the clipboard in one hand, 2 clicks. We ready?
Unfrozen ready.
So as you approach the location, you go down an alley and you come out and you're at this warehouse where this big meeting's supposed to take. It's a pretty sizable warehouse. Probably used to be like at one point like a clothing factory or something like that. It looks like a pretty rundown old building. You can see a big double set of doors right in the middle of this building and very clearly the entranceway. There's a couple of guards posted outside it. Raggedy looking people, probably free earthers from the description you've heard before. They're just kind of milling about and you can't really see or hear anyone else around. Of course, if anyone wants to do a roll to check out the area or anything like that, you're free to do that. Otherwise, you can just rock up and we'll have a roll to see how legit you look.
We head towards the main building, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we get into range, can I make just a very casual sweep to see what's behind the outer walls with the X-ray goggles?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So, rolling for that one. Come on, dice. First roll. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, that's not too bad. That's a 17 in total.
Yeah, you get a pretty good look, and these aren't the thickest of walls. It's a pretty old building. There's dirtied windows that kind of line the outside, and you can see pretty clearly through there. A lot of people inside. It's difficult to count how many heat signatures and that you see, but there's at least a couple of dozen people inside that building at this point. You can see, there's the 2 people out the front, and maybe around the back that you can see some heat signatures, but it's not particularly clear.
There's a lot of people.
This is the right place then.
2 up front, a couple at the back, and it's shaping up to be a party as far as I can see. So I would say let's join them, shall we?
Good thing we're equipped. Tap, tap on the top of the bar cart.
Indeed. Let's make our vivid introduction.
Yep, let's follow Tim's.
Once we get within earshot, if not necessarily like close to the guards, just going to start talking in slightly louder than a normal voice, just like, God, I hate that amazing corp. They really do some terrible things, like offer the only good job in town. How dare they? And I mean, like, I hear those people that they have to do things for them are treated just really, terribly, and just an awful company.
How dare they? Giving the good jobs that the robots used to do to those nasty, lazy humans.
As an enlightened centrist, I must agree with your point of view here. Yes, indeed, Amazing Corpse is the absolute worst that can possibly be, and yet it is the only game in town. Oh no, the duality of existence.
And they brew terrible tea.
The worst crime.
We have you 3 all roll assist rolls to see how much you can help Tim's with looking legit ACM.
Right.
All right.
Let's see, what could I add?
I mean, I'll go with persuasion for this one, so let's see how I do for that.
Negotiating? Would that count?
No, not negotiating, no.
Can I get persuasion?
Yeah, you can have persuasion.
How about empathy? Am I empathizing with the position of these poor anti-corpo group?
You make such good arguments, Jen. Yeah, sure, I'll give you empathy.
Well, that's 21 then, we're set.
Oh, okay, fine, all right.
I make for an 11 with persuasion.
I'm rolling a flat one. This is good.
Okay. So that's 3 from Jen, 1 from Keith, and Mark.
I got a 7 in total.
Okay. Nothing from Ingram on this one. Maybe Ingram just doesn't quite manage to get a word in edgeways between Maurice and Cookie.
Probably.
They're getting too into character, those 2, especially Maurice. Okay, so Tim's gets a +4 from the assist rolls on looking legit.
All right. As I roll up in my ACM jumper, a sweet onesie set to that pattern. Greetings, gents. We're ready to head inside. It's time for us to get this party started. I'm Devin Zag of Paradigm Duplicity. How can I help you today? And I rolled a 6. Media personality and fast talk?
Yeah.
So 11, and then...
+4 from everybody else, so...
15.
Oh, 15.
Ooh.
You what?
Devin Zag. I'll smile.
Who? What are you doing here? No one's supposed to... Look, everyone's in. No one else is supposed to be coming. What are you talking about?
I'll look back to the rest of the team. What are we talking about?
This guy doesn't even know.
Dear sir, we have the refreshments. We have the tea. We, as proper ACM members, have made it our task to supply you with only the warmest, the best, the herbiest, and the nicest beverages.
What? These ACM jokers. And he turns to his mates. What is this about? I thought everyone was here. Getting ACM... There's going to be too many. Oh, we can't look after all these people.
Don't worry.
Looking after people is our job.
God, look, you're making a scene. Look, someone's going to see us out here. All right.
And don't worry, we made sure the fire marshal had a bottle of the finest liqueur in their desk this morning, so they'll look the other way.
Fire marshal?
Yeah.
God, you ACM folk are insufferable. Look, this is making a big scene. What's all this gear you got? What's going on?
But this is why we're late. We brought the refreshments, you know.
Yes, indeed. Look. Yeah? Yes?
Mate, I don't know.
Here you go.
Like,
Yeah? Tea. Now, drink your tea. Relax. We are here, and we'll make it all go smooth as butter.
my God, you lot talk a lot. Look, all right, just get inside. You're making too much noise out here. Go see whoever's in charge on the ACM side, because this is weird as all fuck.
Hey, I appreciate it. Click, click. I just need you to sign right here.
What?
Unless you want to take responsibility, we can take this up to ACM if you'd like. I just need a signature saying we came in the building.
We're just supposed to watch the door. What is this ACM nonsense where you have clipboards and... Right, give it here. And he grabs the pen off you. He's like, what am I signing?
Right here at the bottom.
What's it? A responsibility waiver? What?
In case anyone gets burned by the tea, it happens. You know, it's not our favorite thing,
what? I will have you know that my tea is the perfect temperature.
Oh my God! All right, just signs it, throws it back. Just get in. Someone's going to see us all.
Absolutely. The click is the hip sway, and I'll walk in.
We will need you to blind carbon copy that into us, but we'll work that out later. Don't worry. We'll do that when we do the egress form later. It's cool.
Mate, these ACM folk. I don't know. Get inside. Ushers you in and slams the door behind you. All right, so you enter into the building. You're basically thrown through this door and you're thrust into a large crowd of people. And they seem to be gathered into cliques, very clearly in their various factions. So you've got the smarter dressed ACM folk, and you've got the rougher dressed Free Earthers, and then the underground standing almost regimentedly in the middle of the room. All kind of eyeing each other suspiciously a little bit, none of the groups are intermingling, and there's some low, discontented whisperings and stuff, but everyone just stops and stares at you as you come through the door.
Well, hello there, everybody. Don't worry, the refreshments are here. We have beer, we have tea, and you'll all be comfortable soon.
I think of any of the groups, probably the Free Earthers are the most likely to partake in partying. So probably a couple of them look up and start checking out what you've got there. So what do you put on display?
We have beer, we have tea-flavoured beer, and we have beer-flavoured tea.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so let's have a roll for, I don't know, for getting people to approach you or something, if that's what you're trying to do with this.
Sure. Ingram shall be focusing on the ACM, being smartly dressed, fellow gentlemen, etc. So trying to get them to join via tea and some more higher class refreshments and that kind of jazz.
The classier folk. Okay, let's have a roll to attract the ACM then.
Right. Can I add gentlemen?
Yeah.
Excellent. Negotiation?
Yeah, okay.
And tea dispenser?
Yeah, of course.
Let's go! Oh boy, that's +5, 25 total, net 20.
Hey,
oh, shit.
Nice.
Okay. All right.
The opposite of oh no.
Oh no.
There was me thinking this was going to be bad. Okay, so you'll get a learning from this. Have you got any current learnings that this would build on?
Maybe sweet talking or ingratiation?
Ingratiation?
If they take their tea with lumps, it's definitely sweet talking.
You know what? Sweet talking and ingratiation are kind of the same thing. I'd say we'd combine those into one thing, and you could have 2 previous learnings from that and have this turn into a full learning from this.
Then it is a skill, yeah. All right, then...
We'll just call it sweet talking. I think sounds perfect for a T-bot, so...
Yup, let's go for that.
You now have a +1 in sweet talking. So the ACM folk, pretty much all of them, look at you and they see tea and they're like, oh yeah, tea's good. We heard from the folk over at Pylon 1, tea is the thing these days. And they all just kind of gather around. You're the tea people. Yeah. And so you get a crowd, maybe a dozen ACM, and they just all come and gather around and start grabbing tea off you. And they're like, want all the different flavors, everything you've got. And some of them want some sugar, some of them want some sweetener or whatever. Future sugar. Responsibly sourced future sugar.
Okay. I got the ACM, folks. Come on, boys. Go.
Yeah, this is like Pied Piper. Just as soon as you come in, they smell it before you even mention tea.
Hypnotic tea, yes.
Okay.
The ACM are happy that the place has finally been turned into a coffee shop that they can just sit down and debate philosophy inside.
Oh no.
This probably has a helpful effect on the other two groups. They now fully accept you are part of the ACM. There's no question about that. So what we'll have is that because you had a roll of 25 on that, that's going to give a +3 assist on any attempt to convince the other groups that you belong here.
Go ahead. My job here is done.
And you've done it so well.
You know what? Let's do the drunken, raucous counterpart to that role then, I suppose.
Yes.
Kegger!
And we'll try and ingratiate ourselves with the free earthers by just pouring so many pints.
Just getting out those red plastic cups.
Yeah,
Setting
exactly.
out a beer pong table.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Getting loud, but like a fake loud, because we're from the ACM, so it's like oh, yes, let's get turned and crunk.
Let's get buzzing.
Breaking out the influencer language here. This is for the people they understand.
This is work Christmas party levels of cringe at the moment.
Yeah, and we're pulling out the trick paws as well. You know, we've got nozzles on
we getting
this
some
arm.
cocktail frozen shit going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
We're pulling that out, trying to attract the attention of the partygoers, the raucous crowd.
Okay, is this just Maurice getting involved in this, or is anyone else going to help out?
All right. With Maurice then starting up the drinking games and fun party mode, I will find the next closest official-looking person and attempt to convince them that this party needs a few more people. And it's a shame to leave people out. One of the most important parts about any kind of corporate cohesion is unity. And unity means being together. And together means drinking.
Keeping in mind, you are anti-corporate, but you're doing the corporate thing. Love that. Okay, so let's start off first, Jen. We'll have the Maurice roll.
I don't even drink, but that made me want to go drink. Like, that was persuasive.
I'm just picturing it's the slogan for Amazing Court Beer. Together means drinking.
Together means drinking.
God, this is advertising hell, isn't it? All right, let's have the Maurice roll to attract the free earthers in.
Yeah, let's see. So, what can we convince you of? Well, we have fully stocked bar cart, which I think is a given.
Mm-hmm.
I think chefmatic enhancements, we've got those pours going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Food science, we know how to make cocktails and we know how to pour the perfect pint.
Oh man, this is going to be such a modifier, isn't it?
And
Jesus.
like, I could keep going. I think persuasion is there. That's what
This
we're
is going
trying
to
to
be
do.
your whole kit, isn't
And
it?
I think we're trying to empathize with this other gang. We're trying to be like them in order for them to see themselves reflected in Maurice.
Oh boy.
I'm running out of bullshit. I don't think I could convince you that robotics are useful here.
But
No,
we do have
okay.
Ingram's plus bonus, so...
Yeah, you do get a +3 as well. So,
Oh, yeah.
what is the total
2, 4,
bonus
5,
on this?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Cool.
Holy crap.
Let's
Right,
see.
I will remind you at this point.
Yeah.
If you roll a nat 1,
Yeah.
it is modified narratively by the modifier. So if you roll a nat 1, this is going to be the worst possible situation.
Luckily, we did not roll a nat one. We rolled a 16, which is a 27 , please.
Oh my god.
This party.
Wow. So we had a
thoroughly
25 on the tea
started.
roll, a 27 on the beer roll.
Oh, you're setting up a tough act for me to follow here.
Yeah, better step up your game.
I have no idea how you're going to get the underground on board on this, but yeah, okay. So the free earthers are all in on this. Like, some of them already have their tops
Let's
off. They're
go.
swinging their tops around their heads and starting dancing. There's not even any music, but someone's like beatboxing at the back. It's getting pretty raucous.
Beads have appeared from somewhere, and no one knows where. We don't even know where the beads have come from, but
Someone gets out glow sticks and you're like, this was supposed to be surreptitious. Where did you bring them from? So what I'll say here is that there is a lot of noise happening. And as Tim's is kind of searching through the crowd, trying to find someone that might be somewhat in charge, the party is starting to rage. We got the tea drinkers on one side being very sophisticated. We got the beer drinkers on the other side just going mad. As Tim's is searching around, the doors from the front crack open, and you see those 2 free earthers from earlier pop their heads in. It's like, what is going on? Why is it so noisy? Oh my god.
Join the party! Down
And they
straight.
spot the beer and they spot the party going on, and they see their mates and the free earthers going wild. They're like, well, I mean, we can't be missing out on this. Look, everyone's in. We'll just lock the doors. We'll be fine. No one's going to come in. No one's going to be in the industrial district.
I tap one of them on the shoulder and go, that's exactly right, friend. Go, first drink's on me.
Oh.
Pushing towards Maurice.
Wait, was this a paid bar?
Oh, God, no.
All right. And so they just go and grab some beers and they lock the door behind them, and yeah, everything is hitting off. But the underground are trying to keep themselves somewhat composed during all of this.
Yeah, they seem like they're all business.
Like, they aren't military, but they are paramilitary, shall we say. So they are a little bit more regimented, a little bit more reserved, but they are certainly eyeing up everything that's going on, because the tea and the beer does look pretty tempting.
So this is where I'm going to come in for this one. I'm sitting on the sidelines near the door as the 2 guards go check the door and go, gotta come back to you in a bit, door. Don't worry. And then just looking up towards where the underground are currently just eyeing the bar, I'm picturing them just looking down from the gantry. The few of their members going, wish we could go down there. And I'm just having my brain social analysis cybernetics just kick in and go, you look like you want to get drunk. You look like you want to get drunk. You want a cup of tea. And grabbing 1 or 2 of the drinks from the bar, going up to glad hand, be friendly, pick at the weakest links of the underground, and eventually, hopefully, half the underground's going to find their way down there all individually, as they're all believe that they can leave one at a time. They're not being completely missed. Before they know it, half the contingent's down there playing a game of beer pong, possibly doing a keg stand.
What are you going to roll for this move?
So, okay, I'm going to stack up the bonuses as well. I'm using my cybernetics, that's gear bonus from there, +2. I'm social engineering, another +2. Right, this is very much the adept of finding the weak links in the chain. And I'm going to say talent agent as well for this one. It's very much scouting out the exact right person for the job. It's not as ridiculous set of bonuses, but it is +7.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, you also get the +3 from Ingram. And I'll say,
Plus
because
10.
the roll from Maurice was so ridiculous as well, you get another +3 from that. So you get a +6 from your comrades.
So +13 total.
I should have said different crew.
It's not as great, sadly. It's only a total of 20.
Oh, okay. Wow.
3 rolls of 20 and above. Let's go!
I believe you class that as extra hard in this, so...
Okay, right. It works. The underground kind of starts splintering off from each other. That doesn't happen instantly. They're not just like running into the party, but gradually you see a person peel off and go and pick up some tea, and there's another person that will go off and just kind of gingerly grab a beer and try and stealthily sneak a few pints in the back corner
For
somewhere.
those ones who are trying to break away, I try to introduce them to some new friends in the anti-corporate movement, the free movers. I think you two will get on splendidly. You both got similar ideas about sports team here.
They both follow the same hover hockey teams.
Oh yeah, the hover hockey. Oh yeah. Okay, so eventually there's like 2 people left standing around still in the same area that they were in earlier, the underground, and they look behind their shoulders like, oh shit, everyone's gone. All right, well, I guess there's no reason to be standing around here anymore, so okay, let's go join in the fun. And yeah, the whole place is now intermingling. Actually, this is probably the opposite of what Amazing Corp was wanting. Like, everyone is getting on. They're all having a great time.
Oh, that's what you think. We've just set up the powder kegs here.